Hi, I'm Catherine. Thanks for watching. Today I'm going to be making a strawberry shortcake. This recipe is my go-to dessert for really any kind of event, birthday parties, picnics, and right now I'm actually making it for Valentine's Day. So I'm going to go over some of the ingredients with you. I'm going to actually make the whipped topping with just some coconut milk. I have some vanilla, fresh strawberries, some eggs, some gluten-free flour, baking powder, sea salt, stick of butter, some regular sugar, as well as powdered sugar, and some almond milk. So let's get started on the cake. So we're gonna get started on the cake. I just have a KitchenAid mixer, and we're gonna start adding some of the ingredients to that. So we're gonna start with 1 cup of sugar, and a 1/2 cup of butter, which was 1 stick of butter. You just want to scrape the ends towards the middle if it doesn't look like it's all blending well. I have 2 eggs. Add that right in. Two teaspoons of vanilla. One teaspoon of baking powder. I have 1½ cups of gluten-free flour and also a 1/2 cup of almond milk. So I'm going to just alternate adding these in. Scrape the sides a little bit just to get some of that flour towards the center. So I've greased a 9-inch pan, and I'm just going to add that batter in now. And give that a little stir because there's a little bit of flour that didn't get mixed in. I'm just using this spatula just to smooth it out, just to make it a little bit prettier on top. So I've preheated my oven to 350 degrees, so I'm going to just pop this in the oven now for 35 minutes. It will be done if you stick a toothpick in the center, and when you take it out, it's clean. So it may be about 30 to 40 minutes, so maybe check it after 30 depending on your oven, so at 350. So while the cake's in the oven, I'm just getting the strawberries ready, and all I'm doing is I'm cutting off the top stem part and just cutting them into slices. going to add probably about a tablespoon of sugar, maybe a little bit less. This much sugar. Give those a stir. I'm going to just put this in the refrigerator. And what's going to happen is the strawberries will let out like their natural juices, and it'll kind of create its own syrup. So that's all stirred up. I'm going to just get that in the fridge now. So I just took the cake out of the oven, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to just let that cool for probably 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm going to get started on the whipped cream. I put the can of coconut milk in the refrigerator overnight, and the reason being, I'm not sure if you've ever worked with coconut milk before, but when you open the can, there's like a slightly thicker layer on top, and the point of refrigerating it is it thickens up more of the can. So we wanted to thicken up as much as we could before we got this started. So you're just going to spoon that top layer, you can see it, into your mixer. You can expect, you can see like half the can. And you do want to try to get like an organic coconut milk or something that says like not a lot of fillers, because what will happen is if you try to use this, which has happened to me a few times, and it has a lot of fillers and stuff in it, it will not thicken, so this is not going to work for you. So just try to get something that says no fillers or says it's like organic or something like that. So we're going to start the mixer. That's been whipping for about a minute or so. I'm going to turn that off because we're going to add some powdered sugar and vanilla. And this is really your preference, how sweet you like your whipped topping. I'm going to put a little under 2 tablespoons in there and a half a teaspoon of vanilla. And then you're just going to turn that back on and let it continue to whip, and you'll start to see it fluff up. So the whipped cream is done. I'm trying to show this to you, but I'm stuck. So I'm going to work on building the strawberry shortcake. I cooled the cake, and I like to serve this in circles. You can cut it like a cake slice if you like. So I use just like a biscuit or a cookie cutter. Just slice this in half and do like a layer of whipped strawberry, and then do another cake on top. But I actually just like a singular layer, so I'm going to show you what I do with that. So I took the strawberries out of the fridge, and if you remember, we had just sprinkled it with sugar and let it sit. If you can see, there's like some of the water, and that's just really the strawberries releasing their own liquid. So just want to get some of that juice on there so it soaks into the cake. And I'm actually going to serve mine with almonds. I just like a little crunch in there. You can also garnish that with a strawberry if you like. So I'm going to try the cake now. So the cake has a really great springy texture to it, And the strawberry juice is like really soaked into the cake, so not only do you taste like the strawberries, but you get the vanilla flavor from the cake. The almonds give it a nice crunch, which I like, and the whipped topping has a really good texture. It's nice and fluffy, and it just has a tiny hint of the coconut. It's not like overpowering, and I think the combination just comes together really well. So I hope you enjoy it and share it with your loved ones this Valentine's Day. Please feel free to leave some comments or suggestions below. And I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week with another gluten-free recipe.